1 out of every 100,000 are diagnosed, and sadly, many of them die before they're 3 years old. News Center 7's Lauren Livingston tells us how local families are working to keep the devastating effects of Krabbe disease from impacting more Ohio families.
It would have saved your life.
Chassie and Mike Layton's lives changed forever 6 weeks ago. That's when their daughter, Madison, died 19 days before her second birthday. At 9 months old, Madison got sick one day. After her pediatrician could find nothing wrong with her, the Laytons took her to Dayton Children's. A blood test, and 6 weeks later, she was diagnosed with Krabbe disease.
Before the first child shows the symptoms, there would be no way to know.
Dayton Children's neurologist Dr. Daniel Lacey is currently treating 2 babies with Krabbe. He says symptoms typically appear in babies between 2 and 6 months old.
Develop seizures, severe irritability, they get stiff, arch their bodies all the time. They can't feed, and the brain just kind of progressively deteriorates. The stem cells are given early enough, and preferably before the patient is symptomatic. It may not cure the disease, but it may certainly slow it down and prevent some of the real nasty symptoms from developing until.
We were there as the Laytons and other families with Krabbe babies met with lawmakers hoping to make newborn screenings the norm in Ohio. Stephen and Emma Winland's 7-year-old Elias is already beating the odds. He was diagnosed when he was 8 months old.
That's a situation I don't want to see other parents in, to feel hopeless in the face of, disease.
State Representative Jim Beakey hopes to draft and introduce legislation to not just help catch the disease, but encourage research to find a cure.
In a case like this where you have a genetic disease, you want to see what you can do to make it better.
Shelley went from being a happy, healthy, active little girl to not being able to walk and then not being able to hardly talk.
Donna Deschner's granddaughter, Rochelle, was diagnosed at 4 years old. After chemo treatments and a bone marrow transplant, Rochelle is on her way to her 14th birthday.
Spoiled rotten.
It's something that you can't turn your back on. We have to start today.
That was Lauren Livingston reporting. We'll let you know if anything is done when the state legislature reconvenes from its summer recess.